Let's get into some great entry-level, beginner-friendly remote jobs with major corporations that pay a decent salary and don't require a degree. These jobs are in claims and logistics customer support, and I have a part-time work-from-home job processing medical records, something I know a lot of you are looking for. Come with me as we scan through them. So if you have a little bit of customer service experience, here's a great opportunity that might get you out of customer service. Waste Management has an opening for a logistics account coordinator. And we can see on this description, they tell us this job is remote anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions, but you must be available during working hours of 7:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Central Time Zone hours. So this job does want you to come with a little bit of customer service experience. They tell us you need a high school diploma or a GED and a couple years relevant work experience in a customer service role. And like I always say, if you ever dealt with the public in any capacity, that qualifies as customer service. You also need to be comfortable using computers and Microsoft Office applications. So what you're going to do in this job is provide logistics support for domestic and international movement of recycled materials. You'll communicate and coordinate with other departments and partners in order to fulfill customers' needs. You'll be the first point of customer contact for general inquiries while building and maintaining business relationships with clients and suppliers by providing prompt and accurate service. So in addition to customer service, you'll arrange and negotiate third-party freight costs, monitor and maintain shipment status, take calls from customers to set up deliveries, advise shipment delays and/or information necessary to set up deliveries, and initiate traces with carriers and railroads for proof of deliveries when needed. You review pricing with the sales and marketing groups, develop interactive relationships with vendors, customers, and outside freight carriers, and be responsible for all necessary documentation for all shipments, which can include export documentation to overseas mills. And they have more details. If interested in this job, read through the details. Now I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the job description because right here they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $22.50 up to $26.50 per hour. Okay, so moving on, if you're looking for something in claims, here's a great opportunity for you. MetLife is looking for an absence management claims specialist to work full-time remotely anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions. So this job is all about reviewing claims and making decisions on those claims. You'll communicate with employees, employer, and the healthcare provider to make sure everything that is needed for the claim is received. So that means you'll handle, review, and administer Family and Medical Leave Act and/or Americans with Disabilities Act claims while adhering to federal and state regulatory and/or company plan requirements. You'll establish FMLA ADA workflow procedures and evaluate against appropriate leave plans and make initial claim decisions. You'll also complete eligibility decisions during intake call, gather pertinent data when necessary for employee or other supporting systems, as well as perform leave-ups as required, including recertification of health condition, intermittent claim tracking, and you do all that while updating the systems to accurately reflect leave status and ensure appropriate diary documentation exists. So this job is very beginner friendly. All you need is a high school diploma and a little bit of related experience and strong customer satisfaction focus and attention to detail. And they prefer, but they don't require, they prefer you have a bachelor's degree as well as FMLA ADA claims knowledge of processes and procedures. And those two things are just preferred, they're not required. And we can see on this job description, they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $41,600 up to $80,169 per year. So our last online job is one I know a lot of you are looking for. You'll process medical records for the company Carrot Fertility. Now this is a contractor position, so you more than likely will not get benefits, and they're not going to do your tax withholding. And I'm just scrolling around to see if they tell us the duration of this contract, and I don't. Okay, so back up here, they tell us this is a part-time contract opportunity. It's project-based with a set weekly deliverable. A 6-month minimum time commitment is required. So that sounds kind of cool. It's part-time, and it sounds like there's a little bit of flexibility here. So you'll be responsible for receiving medical records, working with fertility clinics, and ensuring accurate data entry into the system. This is an excellent opportunity for someone early in their career to gain exposure to healthcare operations, fertility care, and data-driven health outcomes in a fast-growing startup. So yep, that means you'll receive, log, and organize incoming medical records from fertility clinics and healthcare providers. You'll contact clinics by phone or email using established scripts to request or clarify records. records, enter and update patient records accurately in internal systems, identify missing or unclear information, and escalate issues to the appropriate team members, and track and document communication and record status to support timely follow-up. And you do all that while following standard operating procedures to ensure data quality and compliance. So you'd be a great fit for this job if you have an associate's degree or you're a college student pursuing a bachelor's degree and you have a few months experience in an administrative operations, healthcare, or data entry role. And they list some preferred qualifications. They're just preferred. They're not required. I recommend reading through these preferences. If you meet any of them, make sure to include them on your resume. And they tell us on this job description they'll pay you anywhere from $17 to $20 per hour. So that's all I have for you in this video, some entry-level, beginner-friendly remote jobs in logistics, claims, and processing medical records. Hopefully one of them works out for you. And if you're looking for more entry-level remote jobs, you can find some in this video right here. So have a great day, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.